The opinions and views expressed by guests on the Bold Stars podcast do not necessarily reflect the opinions and views of the show's hosts, the Bold Stars Productions, or the streaming platforms on which the podcast is aired. Similarly, the opinions and views expressed by the hosts do not necessarily reflect those of their respective companies, workplaces, represented organizations, the Bold Stars Productions, or the streaming platforms airing the podcast. Audience discretion is highly encouraged.
May nag-aayos na ganito. Kaya kami stylist kapag yung mga broadcaster, yung pang 6 p.m., di ba? Kasi kailangan may screen check.
May angulo kasi kayo dapat.
May angulo at ang buhok. Kaya naka-spray net sila, di ba? Kasi dapat ang buhok hindi nagugulo. Parang,
kaya sa TV Patrol, di ba? Sa TV Patrol, meron mag-aayos kay Karen Dampel na mga stylist. PA.
It makes sense, di ba? Kasi nga, this is television.
Kailangan alam mo yung angulo mo. Ano angulo mo? Left or right?
Sabi ng dentista ko, iba raw yung itsura ko sa left.
Left. Ako din left. Gusto ko yung left.
So, naniniwala ako sa kanya kasi nakita niya na lahat ng angulo, up, down, left, right. Ganon. Lahat ng angulo ng pagmumukha kong to ay napag-aralan na nila. So, kung sinabi niyang left. So, sabi niya, hindi, iba yung mukha mo rito eh. Okay po. So, pag ganyan din na tayo ma-offend.
Tsaka siguro it depends din kung anong klaseng sleeper ka. Do you sleep on your left or on your right? Ganyan. Kaya mas napoporma yung one side.
I sleep on my left. But, kaya tayo nagagwasya para kahit paano humabol. Yung hindi ka naman mukhang deformed. Masyado. Kasi minsan, di ba, hindi mo na rin namamalaya yung nangyayari pag natutulog ka. But,
kasi nga, hindi na rin kasi naman talaga tayo, hindi naman talaga tayo bumabata na every day, you age, you get older,
you lose
ganyan.
collagen. Kaya nga dapat, uminom ka ng collagen.
If only we can, be reborn again, di ba, physically. Parang, nakakamiss yung may matawag sa Pilipino, malasot lang kutis, ganyan.
Alam mo, isang hirap din kasi kalaban ng DNA. May mga taong slow aging talaga, di ba? Yung like effortless.
Meron din naman mga tao na meron lang talagang pera.
Yes! Kasi nga, the best skincare is money.
Diba? Best skincare is money.
Aminin natin, ayun talaga, wag na tayong sleepwater. Sure.
Oo. So,
sure.
meron kasi ako napanood the other day, yung, di ba yung nagagwasya ka nga, isa kanya parang ortho, ang tawag dyan, yung ano bang word, yung word na ginamit niya? Basta yung siya pa, doctor siya na nagmamassage sa face, ganyan. Oo, basta if you know guys, comment down below kung anong klaseng doktor yan. Basta siya, Turkish siya, tapos tinuturuan niya yung mga niya, followers niya on how to like massage your face para hindi nagde-defy ng gravity.
Yes.
Ay, parang nagde-defy ng gravity yung face.
May gano'n naman talaga kasi girl. Oo. Sabi ko nga, wala naman akong problema kung gusto mo magpa-science project. Go lang. Pero ang akin lang, as much as possible, kung kayang i-delay, bakit hindi? Delay lang, di ba? Kasi ang hirap din pans na umpisahan mo na, parang, girl, forever mo na i-maintain yan, day, kung 80 years ka.
So are we saying that today we're gonna be talking about defying gravity bilang nag-uusap na tayo about sa pag-defy ng gravity?
Naman, feeling ko yun talaga ang mission ng The Bold Stars podcast. Well, ang pangarap, dahil tayo ay The Bold Stars, we wanna defy gravity. Ganun. Kasi nga, come on in, let's talk. Welcome, Starlings! We're back once again. This is Donna, always ready to shake things up. Welcome to the Bold Stars podcast.
Hey, humans! We're here once again, orbiting fresh topics and landing on the ones that spark change. Welcome to our safe space. This is Eds, and we are the Bold Stars podcast.
Cosmos countless constellations. Here we spark braver questions and bold conversations. This is the Bold Stars planting the universes, galaxies and beyond. Come on in, let's talk.
And before we continue with the podcast, let's take a moment to acknowledge and thank our partners and sponsors for making the show possible. We will be back shortly.
Freshly ground beans warming up my heart. Brewing starts now, the steam begins to rise. Sip it slow, let the magic
We are a home-based coffee shop. We offer espresso coffee, hot and iced lattes, non-coffee drinks, and overloaded sandwiches. You can find us at Lot 25K, Sandoval Avenue, San Miguel, Pasig City, Philippines. You can contact us at 0916-965-0105. Coffee Bam, your daily caffeine kick.
It's like a rhythm, a melody we need.
Game na ba? Are you ready? Okay. Category is Defying Gravity.
Rebirth, set, go.
Right now, what category are we on right now? What category?
Ayun na nga ang pinag-uusapan. Defying Gravity ang atake. Kasi nga, sakto rin naman yung Rebirth Set Go. I think yung time of recording ng episode na to, I feel like I was rebirth. I feel like I went through rebirth set. Parang may moment na yung 2 weeks ako may sakit. Yun yung parang, diyan ka muna. Parang ikalma mo muna. Tapos ngayon, launch na. Para ready ka na sa launching ng bagong chapter.
Viva Max.
Oo, Viva Max. Ano ba nakakatawa pag nagla-live tayo sa TikTok, no? Talagang nandun sila, nakabantay. Bet na bet talaga yun. Yung may pag-comment ng Viva Max, sure. We'll take it.
Diba? Viva Max.
Ikaw, kamusta ang season of your ngayon?
Masaya.
Season. For this
Mas
season.
kalma ako. Talagang na-foresee natin na mas magiging kalma yung 2025 natin. Ganyan. Kasi 2024, last leg of 2024 was really tough. So, I'm very happy with what I've achieved sa mga nakaraang mga linggo and mga buwan. And yun lang, saya. Ka-happy.
Sa true. Tas alam mo yung, 'di ba, parang in general, parang ang dami nang nangyari, ang dami na plot twist agad-agad. But with the changing of times and season, have you made a big change so far, or like if you would look back? Ang sakto rin ito kasi wala birthday month. Have you ever made a big change and then you feel like parang dito you regretted it pero you were able to push through, or how did you go through it?
Regret? Looking back, parang wala namang very meaningful na moment where you regret na parang may isip mo na I wish I could have not done this, ganyan. Kasi lahat ng mga nangyayari ngayon, how things unfold, parang it's I'd say like it's it has foreshadowed by the mistakes na nagawa mo in the past. Na kapag nandun ka sa point na nagkamali ka ganyan and you feel like hindi na ako pwedeng, parang may pakiramdam tayo minsan na parang it's too late na to make a change ganyan, tapos I'll just own it up, the only thing that you could do,
katawanan ko na lang to, gano'n.
is to own it up, and then you could change the course of your life by making new and better decisions than you had in the past. Ganyan. So, regret, not so much. Kasi I wouldn't get to where I am right now, like headspace-wise, mental health-wise, kung hindi ko nagawa yung mga mistakes na yun. I was not proud of them, but at the same time, I do not regret them. But I just use that as like parang booster to make good and better choices next time. Ganyan. Ikaw ba, did you regret anything in your life in the past? Ganyan.
Naalala ko yung interview ni Rufa May kay Tito Boy na may nire-regret ka ba? Nire-regret daw niya yung Botox. Ako. Kung iisipin ko, to your point, na parang yung mga, halimbawa, may mga mistakes ka along the way sa mga decision na ginawa mo. At some point, papangatawanan mo siya. Sa akin naman, I won't say I regretted anything in particular. Kasi if I were to look back, para siyang sinasabi ko nga parang the dots are all connected. Na parang, ang galing nga kasi, yun siguro yung bagay na hindi mo masyadong, parang, you cannot hate a specific decision kasi kahit na, halimbawa, hindi perfect yung outcome nung isa mong decision, it's led you to be the person that you are. So ako ngayon, parang halimbawa, for example, 'di ba? Sabi ko nung previous episode, kung meron akong babaguhin, siguro nag-aral na talaga ako ng comms, yung pang ganong specific major. Pero at the end of the day, dahil hindi yun yung naging major ko, somehow, mas nag-strive ako na to improve or better myself in that area kasi alam kong I lack in that. So parang it all works out in the end. Yun siya. So I don't have any specific thing that I regretted na parang may mga times, of course, na parang napasubo na ako, parang andito naman na ako, di pangatawanan ko na. For example, nung nag-sales ako, ganyan. Parang, shucks, alam mo ba, kwento ko na ito, short na kwento. Nag-sales ako kasi speaking of mga bagay na pinush through mo, ganyan, to defy gravity, yung dahil nandiyan ka na. So, yung moment na yun, parang, dapat pala ang sales pala, pang mayaman siya. May ganun akong thought na parang, kasi may times sa sales, this was like 10, 14 years ago maybe, na parang, you have to invest in yourself first before you gain the fruits of your labor. So, para popondohan mo muna yung sarili mo, yung parapernalya mo, yung mga ano nga ang tawag ko dyan, yung sa mga pinamimigay mo, ganyan, ikaw magpopondo ng pang-print mo, yung mga ganyan.
Kapitan.
So, kasama siya sa capital. So, paano kung umaasa ka lang sa paycheck mo, bago ka nga makakuha ng paycheck, kailangan may sales ka din. So, nung time na parang, shucks, paano ba to? Hindi ko alam kung paano. Pero yun nga, push through ka talaga, magiging, parang, ang nangyari doon, mas naging resourceful ako, mas kumapal yung mukha ko. So, it all worked out.
Yeah,
Ayun.
yeah. No, I asked because, when we talk about defying gravity, di ba yung law na parang there is like a huge energy in magnet in the core of the earth? Pa-science na.
Okay, ChatGPT.
Na humihigop at humihila, di ba, doon sa doon sa mga things, living or non-living, to alam mo yun, to be grounded, ganyan. Now, which is more scarier, you think, na to get stuck in the same place, because of whatever gravity is pulling us? Because sometimes, hindi naman talaga natin talagang how do I say? Hindi naman natin maiiwasan that there are good and bad gravity that pulls us down or keep us in our place and get stuck in our place. Pero which is more scarier? Yung getting stuck in the same place or just to defy gravity and take leap into the unknown, ganyan?
Ako, definitely, pinost ko nga yan nung December na, what's the most scariest, like what's the scariest place to be in is the same exact place where you are last year. So, if you're not moving at least an inch or if you're in the same space or same level as you are, as like, say, 5 years, 10 years, for the past 10 years, parang, there's a thin line between contentment and stagnation. So parang I don't want to be stagnant. So I'd rather crawl out of a specific situation rather than stay stuck. So yun siya. How about you?
Ako, iniisip ko, when you were defying gravity, it's like flying in a plane. Tapos, di ba parang hindi mo naman alam kung saan ka patutungo. Kasi once na nasa eroplano ka, nasa loob ka ng eroplano at nag-take off na, 90% wala ka ng choice kundi wait until you get to the next destination, which is uncertain and which is unknown and it's kind of scarier. And some of us, and maybe some of you guys who's listening, na parang feeling you're scared to take leap because you think that you're not prepared. I think that feeling is valid. But at the same time, if there are more opportunities, and there is an opportunity to grow, yung merong opportunity for a better you, if once na nag-take off yung vessel and you defy gravity, I think it's worth it. But at the same time, ang madalas kasi natin sa journey natin, ang madalas nating iniisip is, hindi ko alam kung ako lang to, pero parang naisip ko nga na napaka-stressful ng moment where you resist to get stuck in one position and then you decide na, it's time for me to fly, tapos I'll defy gravity and then I'll get to my next destination and then I will not rest till I get there. Now I realize na in your journey you could actually rest while you are getting there. So you don't wait until you get there to rest. But during those intermittent time, you could get your rest. Ganyan. Even if wala ka pa sa destination. And I
Sundan ko yung sa eroplano mo, totoo. Kasi di ba, lalo na sa mga long haul travels, for example, yung may mga, anong tawag mo dyan, may mga layover. Parang madalas, kasi ang anxiety natin parang will always tell you na dapat doon ka na pagka nakarating ka na sa final destination mo saka mo na i-enjoy pero yun nga again pagka long haul siya especially sa buhay di ba? Parang di mo naman alam saan ka dadalhin talaga to your point pero yun nga pagka nasa long haul flights ka di ba parang hindi mag-chill muna ako kakain muna ako it's okay to take a break magda-nap muna ako kasi at somehow may trust ka na yung susunod na step by the step, yung part ng process, you'll get there eventually. When you trust the process.
Pero sa tingin mo ba, meron ding mga incident na nandun tayo sa EREG, di ba? And hopefully, hindi yan mangyari sa kahit sino sa atin, ganyan na, who's listening right now. Minsan, kailangan na bumalik yung eroplano because something happened. Kasi di ba, merong parang rule yata yung aviation na if there's any emergency, the plane will go back to its yung kung saan siya nanggaling. Ganyan, 'di ba?
Or land at the nearest possible.
Or at the nearest airport ganyan. Pero minsan kasi may mga aberya na kapag nasa ere ka na, 'di ba? And I'd say
may
na parang and madalas na ma-manage pag may turbulence, 'di ba? Pero madalas din naman hindi na ma-manage and kailangan talaga ng emergency landing. Would you consider emergency landing as a failure or a success? Kasi it's scary either way, ha?
I think it's still a success, especially kung nakaland safely siya. Kasi alam mo, ang timely pa ng natin ng mga examples sa atin. Kasi syempre, di ba nga, from the start of 2025, parang dire-diretso yung mga cases sa aviation. But then again, kaya nga ang point ko, as long as nakaland safely, safe ang mga tao, safe ka. Di ba? In the course of life, as long as safe ka, buo ka pa, girl, hindi ka patalo. Yun kasi yun. Minsan kasi, di ba, pag inisip mo, in the grand scheme of things, parang, hindi ito yung, halimbawa, knock on wood, emergency landing ka. Maganda kasi siyang gawing, talaga, metaphor. Halimbawa, nag-emergency ang destination mo is,
Brazil.
Taray ng Brazil. Ano bang stopover ng Brazil? Ano ba ganyan, Brazil?
Rio de Janeiro. Ini-search talaga ni ate mo.
So, halimbawa, ang final destination mo talaga
Rio.
is Rio. Ang kaso mo nga, emergency landing ka, sige, saan? Emergency landing ka, halimbawa, bago ka makarating doon, paano?
Emergency landing halimbawa Dubai, ganyan.
Sige, halimbawa, Dubai ka. So, hindi yun yung final destination mo, pero you landed safely, andyan ka naman. So, you can consider it as a pit stop, diba? So, hindi, I won't say na, wala na, cancel na tong flight na to. Hindi kasi, pag nandun ka, as long as you're safe ka, buo ka pa, yung tuloy pa ang laban, hindi pa, sabihan na tatay, hindi pa tapos ang boxing, diba? May chance ka pa, girl. Yun naman din ang akin. So, I'd say it's still a win. Kasi, may baraha ka pa, sabi nga ng tatay ko, meron ka pang ilalabas na baraha.
Okay.
So,
that's one good way to look at it, ha? Ang sa akin naman, on the other hand, the other side of the coin is, I think that there are some successes that can wait. So if you think that your final destination is another success, if that success can wait, then I think it's still a success, diba?
Correct.
But if your success that's waiting on the other end cannot wait, and I think and you think na parang ang daming mako-compromise if you cannot get there on time, then I think it's kind of like a failure. Kasi halimbawa, mayroon tayong mga may nakikinig siguro sa atin dito ng mga OFWs or working overseas, ganyan. Tapos, halimbawa, magsa-start yung contract mo ng, let's say, January 1st, ganyan. And you need to get to your employment dun sa bagong country na pupuntahan mo on January 1. And then nagkaroon ng emergency landing na habang nasa ere ka. And there's no choice but for the plane to land safely for an emergency landing. Siyempre may stress doon kasi parang how can I get to my destination kung meron akong delays na ganito? 'Di ba? It's inevitable, 'di ba? So kaya babalik ako dun sa meron tayong tinatawag na burnt toast theory. If things don't work out right now, it doesn't mean that it will not work out at all.
Yeah.
Ganyan, 'di ba? Example na lang, the other day I was planning to do paragliding. Tapos dahil sa bad weather, tapos sa malakas na hangin, we had no choice but to cancel it. And for me, it's like, it's a bummer because that's the only thing that I was looking forward to for this break. Pero at the same time, naisip ko, paano naman kapag nandun ka na nga sa ere tapos hindi na siya makababa? Di mas
matindi yung
lalo.
sakit ng ulo. Correct.
Diba?
Yun nga, di ba, parang pagka may pinupush ka, paminsan parang gusto mo kasi things happen your way, your time. Di ba? Pero, yun nga, kasama siguro siya sa mga bagay-bagay na you need to learn and unlearn. But yeah, with that, what's one belief about yourself or in life that you had to unlearn before things change for you?
I think one thing that we need to unlearn is yung konsepto ng certainty. I think that in life, there is more uncertainty than certainty. I think the only certain that you can hold on to is yourself. Kasi it's the only person that you can, I won't say control, but someone that you know so well, 'di ba? Our self is the only individual, human being and soul that you know na certain ka na alam mo why you do things, and when you do things, what will happen, where you're coming from, it's always yourself that you're certain of. Ganyan. So, it's really hard when you lose yourself in the process kasi, di ba, parang, if you lose yourself, then the rest of the world is uncertain. Di ba? So that I think that's one thing that that all of us could learn to let go of the fact that everything is certain, because not everything is certain, and the only certain thing is the way we view ourselves, the way we see ourselves, and the way we take care of ourselves. Ikaw ba?
Napaka-perfect na uncertainty kasi parang nasa rin yan. Ano ba? Nasa linya siya ng mga reflection ko lately dahil nga sa mga turn of events natin for 2025. Sabi ko nga na parang, tsaka sinabi rin niya ni Dr. Stotts, yung therapist ni Jonah Hill. Sabi nga nila, panoorin niyo yun guys, RRL sa Netflix, Stotts. Tapos sabi niya na, there are 3 things that's certain in our lives. Death, pain, uncertainty. Which is so true. Kaya you really need to accept that there are certain things that are uncertain, will always remain uncertain. But sabi nga doon alam mo ang realization ko about uncertainty. Susundan ko na si uncertainty kasi ang ganda niya talaga. Parang nobody talks about this na ganitong kalalim. Parang we often want to cling to faith, of course, to assurance, to warranty, guarantee, life insurance. Diba laging ganyan? Pero, kaya nga tayo may life insurance kasi there are many uncertain things that are out of our control. Na, ang inisip ko nga, bakit ba tayo natututong manalig? What strengthens our faith? The uncertainties around us. Kasi, it reminds you that you're only human and you can never control of the things around you, the people around you. Kaya tama ka, yun lang, yourself. Ikaw lang, ang makokontrol mo lang ay ang sarili mo, yung katawan mo. Minsan nga, your body will also fail you, diba? But your spirit, it's you versus you always at the end of the day. So, for me, if there's one thing that I need to unlearn, kung yung sa'yo yung you need to be certain of everything. Sa akin, trust talaga. Sorry, if you need to unlearn something is the fact that you can control others or you can control everything. Kasi hindi kasi Lord. It's always better to believe in the greater power, in a higher power. Kasi again, it's not all up to you. Ang up to you lang is yourself. Yung paano mo papabangunin yung sarili mo sa umaga. That very thing, first thing in the morning. So, ayun, ganda.
Saya, ganda.
Perfect no uncertainty. Pareho
Tsaka,
tayo, same tayo dun, frequency.
At saka siguro, di ba, parang ang mga tao, hindi naman talaga nakakatakot yung bagong destination or yung final destination. Hindi naman talaga nakakatakot yung journey. I think ang pinaka nakakatakot and what's more scary is you're uncertain. You're uncertain
Yun.
about things, about places. So, lagi tayong babalik dun sa the only certain in our life, and that's ourselves. Ganyan.
Yun nga. At saka
Looking
alam mo,
within.
speaking of uncertainty, di ba, halimbawa, when you're defying gravity, you're not sure how high can you go, which ceiling can you break. Di ba?
Right.
May ganon.
Ganda,
May
oo.
ganon din, di ba?
I agree. Ganda.
Kaya minsan,
Ganda.
alam mo, ay, Diyos ko, sana hindi ako maiyak. Charing. Kaya minsan, di ba, when you hit rock bottom, yung sobrang dapang-dapa ka, that is what's going to propel you to bounce back even higher or even stronger.
Yes.
Isa rin yun. Kaya
Truth.
talagang part siya ng process ng rebirth, set and go. You can go further than your original
Yes.
destination in mind.
Yes. I agree. And minsan, no, some people na parang they think that the place that they want to go to is their final destination. When life surprised us, it isn't.
Uy, totoo. Ang
Diba?
ganda. Oo.
Now, because of that, do you think nakapag-take ka na ng huge risk na nag-completely flopped?
Alam mo,
if
feeling
we're
ko
being
kulang
honest with
pa.
ourselves.
Alam mo, honest to goodness, feeling ko kulang pa nga eh. Parang feeling ko, wala pa tayo dun sa talagang buwis buhay level. Parang, bukod sa skydiving, other
Okay.
than that, parang yung kumbaga isusugal ko yung buhay ko, yung atay ko, wala pa sa ganun. Parang, hindi po ako nanghahamon, Lord. Hindi po. Okay lang po ako. Pero yun nga, if we're gonna talk about risk, parang papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. Parang more of calculated risk pa
Okay.
rin. Kasi nga siguro galing wala pa ako maiko-collateral. Yun
Okay.
siguro.
Alright, sige.
Ikaw.
I'll give you a chance para mag-isip ha. What is that one last incident or thing that you can remember that you flopped? Okay? So, sagutin ko muna habang nag-iisip ka. Ako, ang one
Sige.
thing I think na nag-flop ako, and I'm not saying na porket nag-flop, ibig sabihin it's a failure ha. It's still a success if after noon, things got better. Ganyan. I think, being unemployed for a couple of months because you were let go by your previous employer is a flop. Okay? But I'm not saying it's a flop for me. I think it's a flop for them. If that makes sense. Madalas kasi sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho pa ngayon ha, or sa mga tao na unemployed recently, ganyan. Sometimes kasi you're let go not because you have not met the standards or you're a flop. Sometimes it is not you. Sometimes it is them. And most often than not, it is them. Because if you know for yourself what you can bring to the table, and alam
Hindi nyo
mo,
kaya yung Taurus na to, guys.
and alam mo how great of a person you are, yung nga sabi na you do not lose yourself in the process nga talaga. Talagang papaulit-ulitin ko yan. Because if you know your worth, if you're certain of what you can bring to the table, hindi magiging kawalan ang mga tao that let you go. The person the people, the companies who will let you go, it's their loss. It's not yours. Because if you're certain of your skills, of the things that you can do, hindi mo masabihin sa sarili mong flop ka. You will always be blockbuster. Yan ang sa akin.
Ganda.
Ikaw ba, is there anything na parang you thought na, I flop?
I think, may mga bagay rin talaga na flop, like in my journey ha. Like, if I were to look back, for example, for the past 15 years, I think I've been working for the past 15 years. Parang 16 years na nga. Meron talaga, girl. Kasi alam mo kung bakit? Hindi kasi lahat ng trabaho ay para sa'yo. Di ba, pinag-uusapan natin to ng isang araw. And for someone who is a chronic career shifter, especially in my 20s, kaya feeling ko perfect akong career coach eh. Alam mo bakit? Kasi parang dami ko naikutan, di ba? Para iba't ibang industry, iba't ibang discipline. So, isa sa masasabi kong parang flop siya for me is yung experience ko with sales. In the sense na, may mga naipon din naman ako, okay? But, kung masasabi na natin, hindi siya, kung nag-stick lang ako doon sa industry na yon, I can't say na, magiging ganito akong klaseng tao na may empathy. You know why? Bakit siya flop for me? Kasi parang kapag matagal kang babad sa sales, like sales, auto sales, real estate and all. Ako lang to ha, kasi may mga iba-iba naman na nag-grow. Siguro nung period na yun ng life ko, kung nag-stick lang ako doon, I would be greedy. I would be extremely competitive. Kasi iba yung, iba yung energy pag nasa sales ka, like hardcore sales ka. Kasi talagang, you need to compete kasi number 1, may quota kayo. Number 2, contacts, yung network. Talagang, doon ko nga naranasan, Good Friday, nagtatrabaho ako eh.
Ay, wow.
So, parang iba yung values niya. So, I'd say, I had a good training for sales. I'm glad I had that training. But, I won't be the same person or I won't be the person that I am today kung nag-stick lang ako doon. So, I think, sapat lang na may sapat akong background with sales. But, sa path ko, it's a flop for me kasi mas nag-shine ako ngayon parang mas nag-shine yung, wow, nag-shine talaga. Yes, oo, i-claim ko na. Mas gusto ko yung pagiging tao ko ngayon, the person that I am now, than I was then. Kaya, yun yung ko. Doon lang naman ako nang gagaling.
It is a strength for anybody to recognize their flopness.
Yes.
Diba? And again, hindi porket flop, ibig sabihin it's a failure. Flop because people don't appreciate what you have to, what you bring to the table. Or in your case, it did not appreciate the kind of values that you have. It did not reflect the views and opinions.
Parang talagang lalamunin ka ng kompetisyon at ng pera. Yun talaga.
Diba?
Kasi yun eh. Pera talaga, iba.
Hindi naman mag-a-adjust ang sales for you. Diba? It's their industry. Hindi sila mag-a-adjust sa'yo. So, sabi mo nga the other day, it's just not a match.
Yeah, yun.
Diba?
Kasi yun nga parang may mga bagay na dadaanan ka in life to strengthen you, to hone your character, to launch you on your next chapter.
I agree.
Yun. So dahil nandun na nga tayo sa launching and sa set go, what's the one thing that for you finally push you to take action to make change? Like, despite the risk, the challenges, the doubts, what pushed you?
Pera.
Ang ganda nito, sobrang
Pangangailangan.
Sobrang connected to sa last episode. Natatawa ako. Parang part 2 to nun.
Pera, pangangailangan, ekonomiya.
Survival,
di ba? I mean,
wala,
ano pa ba? Di ba?
Correct. As working class.
Sino ba niloloko natin sa mga panahong to, di ba?
Girl,
Everybody.
hindi to usapang passion, calling. No, ang calling nito ay survival.
Totoo. Kasi 'di ba, nung time na mga boomer generation X, I think it's more of mas founded sila dun sa idea na we have to fit in order
Keeping
to
up with the Joneses.
In order to survive, 'di ba? Parang we have to fit in, especially Gen X's, we have to fit in order to survive. Sa panahon ngayon na crossover ng millennial and Gen X and Alpha, we have to survive in order to fit in.
Yes, with all the pandemic, the wars around us, talagang grabe rin ang as a whole, global,
diba?
Talagang felt. Kahit pag nag-scroll ka lang ng TikTok, parang lahat pagod na. Napaganda na ito for 2 weeks. Pero yun nga, di ba, ngayon, mag-browse ka lang ng TikTok, iba-iba yung pinanggagalingan ng mga tao from the US, from Europe, from Asia, na parang, anong common denominator nating lahat? We just want to change the system. We just want to survive the system. May ganun, di ba? Kasi, it's chaotic. Talagang we live in a world na ang sistema is against us. Yun siya.
Totoo.
But hindi naman tayo para magpaka-biktima doon. Kaya nga,
Hindi. Tanggap ko na kailangan natin
diba?
mag-thrive
Dream, believe,
and
survive
thrive.
talaga, girl. Oo. Kaya naman, kung may moments tayo, ito siguro yung magandang, yung pampagaan, yung pampalubag loob.
Oo.
If it's any consolation, kaya siguro yung generation natin, like millennials, Gen Zs, we like to invest more or make time for travel, for experience. You know why? Because that's the thing that's within our control. Kasi
yes. Yun ang tanging
outside-
certain thing
Oo,
that you
na
can
parang,
hold on to.
give ko na to. Kasi parang, hindi ko na alam ano mangyayari sa stock market. Hindi ko na alam kung may work pa ba ako
Oo.
next year. Parang hindi mo kasi sure. So, when you can hold on to something that will give you comfort, you know, parang yun ang tansya ko. Kaya, sige, check out nyo na yan, sis. Kamusta ka masaya?
And siguro iniisip ko lang, no, kasi siguro yung generation natin, we are the people na who were very close to the world's extinction. And
True.
with the pandemic,
Iba talaga yung times natin.
with
Iba
the
talaga
wars, na parang, oops, kung mag-i-invest ako ngayon sa bahay, na hindi ko sinasabi na wag ka mag-invest sa bahay. If you have the
Kung
money,
kaya
if you
mo,
have the
go.
resources, go.
Yes.
Pero parang right now, if kung mag-i-invest ka sa mga bagay na tangible, sa mga bagay that is that can depreciate, ganyan. Magdadalawang isip ka eh, 'di ba? Kaya yung mga panahon noon nung mga boomers tsaka mga Gen X's, yung status symbol talaga is for someone to purchase a car, someone to
The
have
American dream.
that house, and we don't judge them for that, because they
Yes.
live in that era.
And that's the generation na gifted to them. Actually, parang it was possible that time.
Oo. And nung panahon na yun, kailangan talaga mag-fit in ka. For you to survive, to get a job, 'di ba? Na kailangan yung buhok mo nakatis kasi yung mga office mates mo, 'di ba?
Uy, totoo.
Nakatis, 'di ba? You should belong.
Pati ang mga suit. Pati yung suit. Di ba? Dati
Yes.
required talaga, nakasuit. Ngayon, hindi na.
I
Nag-evolve
agree,
na
'di ba? Kasi nga
Totoo
before they you need to fit for you to survive, 'di ba? For example, lahat ng mga kasama mo meron na sila mga investment ng bahay, 'di ba?
Pati kotse nga eh.
At pati mga kotse. Nung panahon na 'yon, kailangan talaga 'yon kasi kumbaga
It's
hindi ka
70s, 80s.
sabi mo nga sales, 'di ba? Hindi ka paniniwalaan ng mga clients mo kung 'di ba magbebenta ka ng mga beauty products tapos marami ka mga breakouts, 'di ba? So paano ka? You should be believable. You should fit into your industry in order for you,
You
to
need to walk
survive.
the talk.
Now, not anymore. Ngayon, mas kailangan natin mag-survive. How are you gonna get up in the morning? How can you keep yourself and your mental health sane before you go to work?
Yes. Iba yung battle ngayon. Alam mo, if there's anything siguro kung may nakaka-proud sa generation natin, hindi man tayo kasing yaman. Kasi totoo nga, sinabi to sa episode ni Rich Roll. So, i-notes na lang natin sa description. Sinabi dun sa episode na we are the first generation who is not richer than the predecessor. Kasi totoo. But, kung meron ako napaproud, iba yung self-awareness ng generation natin. Iba yung investment natin for mental health. Mas self-aware tayo ngayon compared to the predecessors. Compared to 70s, 80s. Kasi iba yung mundo nila. It was a different world. Yun na lang talaga siya.
But at the same time, hindi naman sa sinasabi ko na parang mas more complacent yung generation that comes after us. Yung generation Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
Alpha na. Oo.
But all I can say is that there's yung napulot naman natin doon sa mga predecessors natin na previous generations, no, is yung tenacity din naman, yung focus, yung eyes on the target.
Yeah.
Kasi napansin ko ngayon this is a very subjective observation, no. Napansin ko sa mga limited Gen Z at Gen Alpha na nakita ko, parang hindi sila ganun ka parang determined and focused to finishing one specific task. Yung attention span is medyo scattered. Unlike
Uy, alam mo, may book dyan.
Diba?
RRL Dopamination. Kasi nga daw, I think, dahil tayo yung generation na in between, yung wala pang yung landline, tas wala pang cellphone, tas magkaka-cellphone pala hanggang sa wala pang internet, nagka-internet. So, we learn to be resourceful. We learn to have the grit na hindi lahat one touch lalabas na ngayon kasi kaya wala na masyadong hindi lahat ng bata ngayon ng new generation ay na-develop yung ganong skill kasi hindi pa nga nagsasalita yung bata, marunong na siya pindot eh. So, ang nagiging wiring ng brain niya is if I click on this one, on one touch, everything will work.
Ay, ang
diba?
ganda ng sinabi mo.
Yun.
Unlike what?
Unlike ng generation natin. Girl, if there's something I'd be proud of, in fairness ha, we would go to library. Nakakatawa ngayon, fina-fantasize ko na and niro-romanticize ko na ang going to library, yung magre-research ka, magno-notes ka, magsa-summarize ka, may dictation nung araw. May dictation ng balita, isa-summarize mo. Ewan ko, ang ganda ng program niyo yun. From public school. Tawang-tawa ako na, gigising ako 5 a.m. sabihin, doon, nagimising ka na, i-take down notes mo to. So, marunong ka na, hindi tayo nag-rely lang sa AI. Now, I love AI. But the thing is, the reason why we have a different wiring is, yun yung naging programming natin from the early age.
Okay.
Yun yung training natin bago tayo guminhawa.
Susundan ko lang yan Susundan ko before tayo magpatuloy sa success. Susundan ko lang yan. Na, if anybody of you has watched Adolescence, yeah.
Adolescence. Oo, so Netflix, Stephen Graham.
So, doon sa mga nakapanood ng movie na yun or ng film na yun, it's a very complex story, but what that movie taught me
series, di ba limited series? Hindi ko pa
hindi mo okay, is it limited series, no? Sabi nila na parang yung perspective daw ng parents who did not take care of their child better, ganyan. Kasi nga the kids these days, they're defying gravity. Talagang very reckless, talagang very risky, ganyan. Na yung the way that they interact with each other, talagang very assertive. And I want to use the word assertive, ganyan. So, ito lang yung pulot ko dun sa movie na yun. Nas tingin ko lahat tayo can relate to, especially for those wannabe parents, di ba? I think that, sa sinabi mo kanina, I agree with that. Kasi, para sa akin, you should not give free gadgets to your children until they can buy their own.
They can buy their own.
Why would you willingly give technology and gadgets to your minors when they wala pa silang sets of strong core values, ganyan. So I think that for parents, no, I think it's smarter as a teacher to a parent. I suggest
from a teacher.
You
Correct.
should not buy gadgets for your children until they can buy it in their own hard-earned money. Kasi by then they will develop yung kanilang self-worth and then they will get what they worked hard for. Ganyan. Kasi kids will survive without smartphones. I will say that again. Kids will survive without smartphones. And I think that if they need computers, you have to give them a supervised screen time. Diba? Nakatutok kayo, nakikita nyo kung ano nakalagay sa screen, and encourage them to go doon sa mga, sabi mo nga kanina, mga libraries.
Talaga.
Read books for research. And kapag nag-complain sila about privacy, always remind them. And please, I hope you do remind them that they still live under your roof. You still pay their bills. I think yun ang paraan para mawala yung self-entitlement na to.
Clock na siya. Na-clock na ni mother. Alam mo, in fairness kay dahil dyan, sige, babata ng very light to dahil nga new generation. And before, naalala ko si Marian Rivera, in-interview siya ni Karen Davila. Sabi nga niya, syempre international school pa tong mga anak nila and they can give them how many gadgets they can if they wanted to. Pero in all fairness sa parenting naman ni Maricong Marian,
Syempre,
tinatry nga daw
Ryan.
nila talaga nila na as much as possible, for school lang, yung limited screen time lang pag may homework, kasi that's their generation, wala na tayong magagawa. It's really part of the system. May mga exams nga, kasi di ba nag-teacher din naman ako kahit papano. May mga times na ang curriculum ngayon, ang exam is online, but then again, you don't give them their personal phone. You give them iPad or laptop. In fairness, yung shout out to the Korean moms. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, iba ang mga Korean moms din pag magdisiplina. Talagang may mga bata kami before sa academy na parang, pag may nilabas kang phone, parang mabubuang sila. Na parang, wow, teacher, makikilaro ako. Can I play? Kasi pag uwi nila ng bahay, walang phone. Wala nga halos TV eh.
Yan dapat.
Magpupunta ka dyan, may 2 hours ka for your homework, that's it. Tapos sa weekend ka lang pwedeng mag-play, tapos may oras lang din. Kasi nga, ayaw mo naman na maging ignorante yung anak mo.
Yeah, of
Pero
course.
at this, diba? But at the same time, it's still part of the parents' responsibility actually, yung screen time. Kasi nga, yun nga yung rewiring ng brain, yun po talaga. Kaya yung iba kasi, sa kabilang banda, no, ito kasi other side. May mga parents kasi na both of them have to work, and then si kasambahay ang mag-aalaga ng bata. So si kasambahay, hindi naman, in general, hindi lahat ng kasambahay girl ay aral naman na, screen time ganito lang, depende, di ba? May mga kasambahay talaga na, sige, manonood lang kayong dalawa ni Yaya ng TV, yung maghapon lang kayong nanonood, may ganun. Like, for real, may ganun. So, that's the other side.
Hindi,
Hindi ko, yun.
Okay, susundutin ko lang ha.
Yun
Text,
talaga.
Dali.
Yun talaga, girl.
May na-push na buttons eh. Kasi isahin mo sa akin na parang, kasi di ba yung ibang mga parents busy, ganyan. Bakit po kayo nag-anak?
Girl, hindi na natin yan. Yung mga bagay ay out of our control. Kanya-kanya talagang kaya kanya-kanya sistema talaga sa bahay.
Bakit po kayo mag-aanak ng 2, 3 kung hindi nyo naman
yun,
pumaalagaan?
Iwanan na natin yung tanong na yan dyan.
That's
a rhetorical question.
No, it's not a rhetorical question. It's a genuine, brave questions that would lead to braver conversations.
Maganda yung gawing live streaming.
Gusto ko lang sabihin, why? Gusto ko itanong pala at sabihin, both a statement and a question. Why would you make many offsprings, more than one offspring, when you cannot take care of them and iaasa nyo sa technology and gadget to entertain them and to take care of them?
Kaya nga, in fairness sa generation natin, more adults naman ngayon na, in fairness, like even hindi lang sa circle ko, like, meron na ngang mga people, di ba? Speaking of, si Chappelle Roan ng Pink Pony Club, di ba? Trending siya because sinabi niya na, I don't want to have kids. Kasi nga parang lahat miserable daw, mga nasa circle niya and everything. But then again, I think it's a responsible choice. Kung hindi mo kayang, di ba? If you don't want to be the parent that you want to become, don't. Di ba?
I agree.
So yun, kasi tao po yan. Di ba? Tao siya, bago mo siya i-launch sa mundo or sa society to the point of adolescence, ikaw ang magdadala sa kanya talaga sa mundo kasi nga magulang ka. Yun
Tama,
siya.
'di ba? And
Yun na siya.
And just don't let them defy gravity. Make sure that when our kids defy their own gravity, we were there, that we
give them wings.
we could be confident. I'm going there, that we could be confident that we have let them grow their own strong wings. Diba?
Diba? Kasi sabi nga nila, parang kung ikaw magulang, ang hirap ng hindi mo ibibigay lahat. But, dapat ba ibigay mo lahat? Ang ganda, diba? Parang yun, dapat ba ibigay mo lahat? Dapat ba ibigay mo na siya agad ng phone nang hindi pa siya marunong magsalita, hindi pa siya marunong magbilang? I mean, diba? So, yun. So, siguro dapat talaga, kasama na sa programa siguro, kung tayo may thesis, dapat siguro, ang sistema, kung magpapamilya ka, or if you want to launch something new in the world. Parang ganda pagtapusan ng bata eh. Kasi yung nung sa tao, sa pagiging tao, parang dapat siguro talaga, ikaw mismo may i-review mo ng finances, number 1. Number 2, may workshop for parenting. Diba? Or sa school. Isa pa yan, sa schools. Ikaw ano masasabi mo sa sistema, sa schools, as a person in the academe?
Kasi school is both a vocation and a business. So if you're going to send your children to a school, you will have to decide which aspect of the school you're more particular with and that aligns to your values. Do you want a school that make learning, teaching, and education as a vocation? Or would you send your children to school who sees it as a business?
Ganda. In fairness, totoo. Kaya yung iba, di ba, nag-homeschool pa nga. Di ba?
Kasi nga ang schools, be it homeschool or on-site, the schools, yan yung pinaka-main training ground for us
Ilang oras nandun yung anak mo?
To grow wings and to defy
Gravity. And that's about it. I'm perfect. Okay. And time is up. Please feel free to re-listen or check out our previous episodes on any platform that you're listening to. We're sure you'll find the perfect company for any time of day because good conversations never go stale.
And we value your opinion in our podcast topics and would love to feature your insights in our upcoming episodes. You can leave a comment on our social media accounts or posts and participate in our polls and Q&A on Spotify or send us a message at theboldsstars@gmail.com.
Right now, what category are we on right now? What category?
And punta lang tayo sa shoutout natin sa mga birthdays, thank yous, and everything. I think pag lumabas tong episode na to, kakatapos lang ng birthday mo. So, happy birthday sa ating mastermind, the bold star of all time, kay Ed. So, sa mga kanonood nito, comment below, pakibati po ang ating mastermind, ang ating producer, yes, ng The Bold Stars. O, diba? Happy birthday, Eds! We love you so much! And don't forget to hit that follow and subscribe button on our socials and communities to keep tabs on all the fresh updates when it happens, as it happens. Check us out on X at The Bold Stars, Instagram at The Bold Stars, TikTok at The Bold Stars, and Facebook at The Bold Stars Podcast. You won't want to skip on all the contents we've got lined up every Monday. Follow us today. Follow us here on YouTube.
And we are conquering the brave new world of live streaming. You can now join us in our live sessions for the bigger, brighter, and bolder edition of What's the Fuzz Live. And to stay up to date about What's the Fuzz Live, simply click and follow or subscribe button on our social media accounts. And you can catch us at The Bold Stars on The Bold Stars on a bunch of podcasting apps and radio platforms, and that includes Spotify, Podcasters for Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, iTunes, YouTube Music, and many more. Please follow me on my socials. It's at
Pa-birthday nyo na yan.
Ganyan.
Follow! And to our friends and families, old and new, thank you for keeping us company. As always, no goodbyes, just brand new hellos. Tune in again next time for a new episode.
And here's for more braver questions and bolder conversations. May all our stars align in our favor. This is
The Bold Stars Podcast,
Season 8.
One cosmos, countless constellations. Here we spark braver questions and bold conversations. This is the Bold Stars planting the universes, galaxies and beyond. Come on in, let's talk.